Hello. I need a fan in this room like you would not believe. It's probably, it's got to be 85 degrees in here. And I still haven't turned my AC on because it's fine in the rest of the house. It's just this room. Ugh, it's so hot in here, so I'm going to make this fast. I made these bracelets. They're very easy. It's just a different way to use a little bit of weaving and some chain, and you get this really pretty little elegant, I think it's elegant, bracelet, and you can adjust it any way you want. You don't have to use these diamonds. You can, whatever kind of tight weaving in peyote, I think it works best with peyote, round or whatever little shape you can come up with that you can attach chain to. And I made these two bracelets. I made this bracelet, and I started working on a necklace. I just haven't finished it. I think it'd be so pretty as a necklace. And I am not going to cave in to those 2-hole beads. I'm just not doing it, darn it. I'm not. Excuse me. Everything now is with some kind of 2-hole bead, and I'm not doing it. I'm not. Lady said the same thing. She said, that's what I said, and then I caved in and bought some, and now I love them. Oh, you guys. I probably will eventually. I'm just not ready. I have too much invested in 1-hole beads. So you can probably already see how this is done. It's very simple. You just need, works best with Delicas or cylinder beads, your favorite cylinder bead. So I've got yellow and I've got a whole bunch of orange that I've had forever. And you need some 8s, 11s, 8s, or a size that you can put a hard jump ring through. You don't want soft jump rings like aluminum or anything. You want a hard ring. So, and this one, I used split rings. This one, I tried to use split rings, and I broke like 2 beads. And I said, okay, no, sorry. I'm not going to keep doing that. So I got some hard jump rings in gold, and I use that instead. It's very simple. You make all of your little diamonds first, and then chop off the chain you want. Count the links so that they're consistent. I think here I could actually make this one even shorter. I used 5 or 6 links in between each one. Put your split ring onto the chain first before you attach it to your little woven piece, because if you attach it to your woven piece first, you won't be able to get your chain on, because once it's on there, it will not move. You won't be able to twist it to get to the opening, which kind of sucks. Found that out the hard way. Look for any kind of chain, not a super heavy chain. You want a nice light chain, nice and fine. That I found worked best. A big heavy chain like this, it would just be overpowering. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I just didn't think it would work out as nicely. So I looked for lighter, dustier kind of chains. And this copper one would probably work really nice too. So, this one you can put more pattern in. This one I made this morning, just fooling around. That would be pretty. I like these colors because they look very summery. And you'll need some pliers and some heavy wire cutters to cut through your chain. These did not have any links that I could open. I actually had to cut the chain. Both of these. This one's almost like a double. There are 2 rings in each link, which I thought was real pretty. But there's no opening, so I had to cut a link, waste a link to get the length I wanted. Kind of sucked. But oh well. Beauty is hard. And you don't need much thread. You only need a few beads. As you can probably see. Cripe, it's hot in here. Oops. Don't need many. I'll let you do the pattern for you guys or not. Or just do, well, I won't. I'll just do this one, which is very simple. Use 9. This is uneven. I'm sorry, odd count. Odd count peyote and 9 beads across. You do 1 turn, 1 odd turn. And I don't know if I'll be able to get in close enough for you to see with these little tiny beads, but I will certainly try to do that. So let me get in here. I got this thing up so high, my neck is killing me. Alright. I pick up 1 yellow 11 and I just loop it onto the thread, keep it on there temporarily because that's the way I do it, okay? That's the way I roll. Hang it on there. Got 1 little bead on there. I pick up 7 in the orange. And 1 more yellow. Come on, focus now. Don't be a bitch to me. Come on. Alright. Pick up a yellow. Can you see? Come on. Maybe if I turn that other light on. Skip the yellow. Put your needle through the next orange. You got a thing like this. Pick up an orange. Peyote across. And you all know what that means by now. I know you do. Skip 1, put your needle through the next one. Next. And 1 more. I'm at the end. Go through both beads. Go through the orange and the yellow at the end. This is just 1 time. You got to do this funky thing. Pick up a yellow. Go through the orange and then down the next orange. This is what we call an odd turn. There's a lot of ways of doing it. With these tiny beads, this is just the way I found was easier to do it. You're going to go up to that orange that's just above where your thread is coming out. Oops, I'm going to dump my coffee all over. That would be very bad. Now you're like this. You're going to put your needle down through this next orange bead diagonally and then down through this yellow at the end. Like that. So now you're in position to put your needle back up through that yellow. And you're ready to continue. But before I do, I get rid of that tail. Just pull it out of its little bead. And to start the diamond, we're going to start reducing now each one down. But it's no big deal. So I add a yellow, orange, orange, and whoops. And I'm at the end, so I add a yellow to start tapering up the other way. Then, turn, put your needle up through that next bead at the end, and continue around. You're going to work around in like a circle instead of going back and forth. You're just going to go around and around, which is much easier, I think. Yellow and orange. And a yellow at the end. So you start tapering up. Put your needle up through those 2 beads on the next edge. So you're in position to keep adding beads. Yellow, orange, yellow, whoops, turn, needle up through the 2 beads, yellow, orange, yellow. And now that we've got 3 little stair steps on each side, 3 yellow beads, see that? Stepping up on either side. We're going to add our 8 to the end. Let me get rid of this tail first. You can snip that off. I'll add my 8. Pick up an 8. Put it through all 3 beads on the next edge. Keep weaving, pick up a yellow. And another yellow. We're done with orange apparently. Down through all 3. Pick up another orange 8. Up through all 3. Yellow, whoops, yellow, yellow, down through all the yellows and the 8 that you added previously to help reinforce the structure of this little component. Down through all 4. Add 2 more yellows, or 1 more yellow. You see this is really fast. It doesn't take any time at all to make one of these. And you hardly use any beads at all. But you get a lot of color and a lot of sparkle and a lot of interest. So I think I'm going to try a round next. Through that 8, then down through all 4 of these. 1 more yellow. And I go down through 2. Tie a couple of half-hitch knots. Catch the thread. 1 and 2. Pull. And then back down through those 2 last beads at the end. You can go through the 8 too if you want to. And you are done. What is that? Oops, I got something stuck there. Oh well. Be careful where your thread is going when you're done. So you would put your, be carefully when you're through with making all these. For each one of these, I think I made 5 of these diamonds for a, regular sized bracelet. And put your rings through, cut your chain, be real picky and measure if you want to, and that's it. So I want to finish this necklace because I think it's going to be very pretty, and yeah, I think it'd be really pretty. So that's it. Let me see what you make. See me on my Facebook page. Let me know if you've caved into those 2-hole beads. because I'm not gonna. It is so hot in here. I cannot stand it any longer. Oh, have a really good week. Stay happy and inspired. At least try to anyway. Be good to your parents. Don't treat them poorly like mine do me. My kids treat me terrible. It's a holiday next week. So I'm working on something else, actually. Been working on it for a long time. And we'll see if I can finally get it finished and show you. Okay. Bye. Adios. Ciao.